Hey everyone. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. Uh Let me just dismiss something here on there we go. How is everyone doing? Oh, let me make sure the chat box. Yeah, we got the chat box up. All right. Let me get rid of this. Perfect. Okay, Kayla, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me make sure my volume is all the way up. Whew, okay. How is everyone? Yes, Kayla has it there. Water, air, fire, and then earth will be final like last. Last but not least, of course. Um, how's everyone doing? Hi, Spela, Stacy, Woke, Melanie, good to see you. Okay, let's go into the energies for the first half of February. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me. Yes, you can. Um, oh, hello, ladies. 50, Alexis, how are you? Good to see you. All right, so February is an interesting month. Um, I mean, today, let's say Thursday, the 30th, Uranus has gone direct today. So today's going to be an interesting, energetic day. I thought yesterday was so bizarre with that plane crash and the helicopter. I don't know exactly. I haven't been had a chance to really tune into what happened there, or even like look at the news. But talk about a weird Mercury Pluto conjunction in Aquarius, because Mercury has a lot to do with our travel. As you guys know, when Mercury is retrograde, travel plans will always go awry. Um, and Aquarius is the sky, right? So Pluto is death. I mean, that was crazy. So so sad. So sad how that happened. I don't know what exactly happened there. I don't know if any of you have information you want to drop in the chat for me. But let's talk about February. What a crazy start to the month. First of all, we have the North Node. Well, no, first we have Venus colliding with Neptune, and then the North Node will meet Venus, and then the North Node will meet Neptune. And so this is a wild, wild week. I don't know if you guys have felt your dreams. My dreams have been insane, like absolutely insane. Um, I mean, the things that are coming through my dreams, and they seem to be actually more nightmarish than, like, I don't usually ever have nightmares, but mine, I've actually woken up like in a like almost yelling. One time I woke up crying because I was so frustrated. But the dreams are super vivid. With Venus and Neptune coming together, this is a very romantic energy. Very romantic. Venus loves being in Pisces. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. And so when you bring this together, this can be very romantic, unconditional love, connection to the divine. I highly suggest for any of you that really want to capitalize on this energy, on the 1st, 2nd of February. I will say all week of February, but it will be really strongest 1st, 2nd of February to meditate in order to really connect with the divine. When you have Venus and Neptune coming together, it's that all that is kind of energy, connection to something so much greater than you. Your meditations can be super powerful in really making that deeper connection than you've ever known before. The Venus will then hit the North Node, I believe, on February 3rd. And so this is a very destined energy with Venus. So what does Venus rule? Venus rules our relationships. It rules our finances, our resources. It rules beauty. It rules personal value, art. So, anything to do with those themes coming with the North Node brings in the sense of fated events, destiny. When it comes to those kinds of topics, it could be a changing point. Remember, the North Node is very much bringing in like destined change, fated change. when it comes to that. So really important date to keep in mind. And then, of course, the North Node will meet up with Neptune. I just can't remember the exact date. And then that will also be like this. This is very much like a deeply faded spiritual energy where, this could like be a change for some of you, where you want to go really much deeper into your spiritual faith. It could be a change that you're not expecting, that is trying to align you more with your purpose, your destiny when it comes to your spiritual faith, even your deep healing, because Neptune does rule like the inner child, the traumas of the inner child, deep healing, compassion, hospitals, medicine, plant medicine, drugs, all of that. This could be also something that maybe reveals something around addictions or things of that nature. This week is really powerful. Jupiter will go direct on the 4th. And so big energy. And then I think on the 12th, we have a full moon in Leo, which is making a T-square to Uranus. Mary and I are going to be doing this. I'm going to try to get her to do a live with me the night before the actual full moon. And this one is going to be shocking. It's going to be surprising. It's going to be like out of nowhere. This could, for some of you, bring a breakthrough, but it's going to come through a challenging experience, something that's kind of forcing your hand to take an action. Because Uranus in Taurus is squaring this full moon in Leo and the sun in Aquarius. And I do believe Mercury will be very close to the sun at the same time. So this could be like sparking revolutionary conversations, could be like a change, like something shocking that you're not expecting that could really kind of open up like, what Leo is very much about, like, one, it's about the heart chakra, right? Leo rules the heart, but it could also be about, like it's your fun, it's your pleasure. It's like, how do you want to be seen in the world, right? In a sense of like actually stepping into the spotlight. Do you finally want to be seen? Do you want to be heard? This is about like really going into your creative projects, your creative expression, could be coming forth. So it's illuminating, something's coming to a culmination here. When it comes to your sense of personal pride, but also like personal pride maybe in how you express yourself and what you creatively are offering the world. Other than that, like there are a few other things, but my God, it's a jam-packed beginning of February. So the energy's kind of whoa, like there's just a lot going on, but I'll be honest, I really love the North Node kind of meeting up with Venus and Venus meeting up with Neptune and Neptune meeting up with the North Node, like all happening, like all are like at the same time. It's kind of setting the tone for North Node in Pisces for the next 18 months or so. So that being said too, this is the next year and a half. You're going to see your own spiritual journey unfolding in new ways, taking maybe some turns that you weren't expecting, but to align you more purposefully. You're going to see people awakening at rapid rates. I believe we're going to see a huge awakening in the next year and a half. People feeling, maybe not feeling, but sensing that they need to connect to something bigger than them, whether, religion, you believe in God, or it's the universe or some other form. But realizing in order to get us through what seems to be some challenging times ahead of us, especially in the first half of this year, you can't go through challenging times without questioning your faith. And oftentimes when you talk to 9 out of 10 people, your faith is what carries you through challenging times. So that I think is going to be something that really comes to the forefront. Before we jump into the signs, I want to let you guys know, if you missed yesterday's video, so many of you have loved that one. So if you missed it, I highly suggest you check it out. This is like, I am giving you a simple tweak, okay, about how to start changing your reality and bring in the things that you really want that seem to have challenged you or seemingly feel very far away from you. And the simple tweak is what has worked so well for me. because it's about building a bridge between your current comfort levels of what you've experienced and the experiences that you want, but you maybe have no reference point for. So emotionally, how do you connect? How do you like really anchor in? I teach that all to you. It's very simple. And so many of you reached out to me, not just in the comments, but in our Discord, in Alchemy, in my DMs, emails. You guys have been saying how much you love that video. So if you missed it, definitely check it out. Again, I have my future self formula, which piggybacks on that technique, and that is available. I'm leaving the link below. And of course, don't forget, we are 3.5 months away from the retreat. What? Are we seriously like almost 90 days away from the retreat? I'm so excited. I'm going to speak to Consuelo tomorrow. I've already had a couple of you reach out in the last 24 hours about booking a ticket. So I highly suggest do not sit on the fence. Secure your room, secure your place, because I have a feeling this one's going to sell out. So information for tickets are below. Other than that, I think we're good. Am I missing anything? No, I think we're good. So let's jump into water signs. All right. Water signs, you guys are first. So let me say hello to Alchemy. Good to see you. Kitty, hello. Hi, Johanna. Susan, hello. I just want to say thank you guys. Please do hit the like button. I know, like, if you're in the live chat right now and you just want to go down to the comment section and drop a comment, whether it's a heart emoji, anything, just to help me out, just your way of saying thank you for these readings, I would greatly appreciate it. I love doing this because it's a time I get to connect with you doing one of my, I love doing these readings. So let's find out. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, what is in store for my water signs for the first half of February? Let's look at the main theme of your reading and the potential challenge you may be facing. What is the main theme of a water signs reading? Okay, of course it is. All right. And what is the potential challenge? What is the potential challenge? Okay. Ooh, okay. We got two there. All right. So water signs, the main theme of your reading is deep diver, diving into the task. Okay. So there is something that you really need to immerse yourself into. You have to go, excuse my language, but balls deep. All right. There is something that you need to give your all to, okay? And maybe for some of you, you already are, and this is what it's pertaining to. But with deep diver, diving into a task, this is about also like fully surrendering into it, like giving it everything you've got. Your potential challenges, oh my God, this is really funny. We have the galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. So I don't know if any of you are on the fence about doing a mushroom journey here. And the dragon's hoard protecting the future. Interesting. This is just so funny because my client who I just guided through a journey last week, he literally on his mushroom journey became a dragon and his whole heart was on fire. And he's actually going to come on the podcast. I think the episode's going to air on the 18th, right after the full moon one. And he's going to share his experience, both him and his wife. They're really excited to share with you guys everything that happened. So this is just really funny to me to be coming out. Your challenge, the divine matrix, protecting the future. You know what? Let me go into the book here. Where is the book? No. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Diving deep, dragon's hoard. The dragon's hoard protecting the future You know, it's about, part of that is about like really being conscious of what you're going for and what you're taking with you. Are you serving greed, or are you serving like a higher purpose? Let me just go into that one first. There's a lot here. Protecting the future, legacy, true riches. The dragons hoard jewels and precious objects scatter the ground, while ancient scrolls inscribed with the wisdom teachings lie within reach. This is a rich opportunity, and you can fill your satchel with the treasures you like best. Take the gifts offered you and dedicate them to the well-being of all, beginning with your own. But beware, all that glitters is not gold. Select the precious treasures that will further your spiritual growth, and avoid the shiny objects that are empty of real value. Know that the hoard does not belong to you. It belongs to our grandchildren. What is the inheritance that you wish to leave for tomorrow? What seeds are you planting? That, as I read this, it feels very much, especially when I look at the galactic mushroom, like it feels like some of you water signs, this is about like looking into the future of what it is, like bringing more of your alignment of your purpose into what future legacy you want to leave behind, and how like everything is kind of connected. I get a sense that there is a part of you that is maybe feeling a little disconnected and wanting to connect more to that. The dragon guards the legacy of the future. All who come empty-handed or to fill only their own pockets with gold line a dusty heap of bones. You've been allowed entrance by virtue of your kindness, your spiritual practice, or sheer luck. The future is the future to, that your present, this moment, is the future to the dragon. You may be the one we have all been waiting for. Yeah, this is about you kind of stepping more into your purpose, like something that's more aligned, something that is, and maybe you already are in your purpose to some degree, but you're not fully embodying it yet, and you're missing some pieces. Like the galactic mushroom, the divine matrix, the intricate complexity of life. You might have been thinking and acting like you were the only one in the dream creating your life. This reminds you that there is a need to get with your higher power. The universal laws are not for your benefit only. The law of attraction does not exist just to serve up your desired outcome. The matrix of consciousness, called Source or God, Spirit, and many other names, is intricately woven into life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungus form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet of the plant kingdom. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Reading this water signs, it feels like you've really got to lean into one, this very Piscean energy that is North Node, Venus, Neptune, all kind of culminating at the beginning of this week. And it's like, how do you lean into the workings of behind the scenes energy? So like yesterday's video, I explained to you all of the little things that you can do to weave, you weave your current reality into your future ones so that it starts to anchor in much faster and is becoming, it allows familiarity in the now to start anchoring into the future. So it's easier to pull it towards you, or for it to pull you towards it, however way you want to kind of look at it. But it's like, I'm just getting the sense that there's something bigger at play for you, and to not necessarily get caught up in the 3D details, that you're being asked to go very deep beyond the tangible reality of the, I need to do this, I need to do that, I've got a plan, this is what I got to execute. Like, this feels very, very much more spiritual and faith-based, and understanding that you are, a lot of you are masters at the unseen realm. So it's like getting you to kind of go even deeper into that and understand what you're doing there. So again, this feels like this is about aligning you more with your purpose, bringing clarity, and also seeing that there are things that you can't see at play right now. You're not meant to. And this is so cool. This is something that came up in my other client's journey. The wife of like really understanding the connectedness of everything and how we affect everything. And like, so there's no way we can consciously plan that much. Like there's something that has to be able to see the big freaking picture. So how do you lean in and trust for those details to align the way they are meant to for you? Also, like, how do you allow yourself to just naturally fall into step with the big plan? So let's kind of take a look at the energies of the past, present, and future for you. What do we need to know about the past for my water signs? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. What else do we need to know about the past for my Okay, we have the Knight of Swords coming in. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. Coming into the current energies for my water signs, we have the King of Swords in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse. I like that this is in the heart of your spread, considering what I've already seen in your oracles. The Knight of Pentacles upright. Coming into your near future, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Cups upright. Woo! I love this. Okay. Overall energy, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, but underneath it, we have the Star. Okay. So like I said, this is about your purpose, your destiny. It's not just written in the stars, it's written in my freaking cards right now. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if you've been maybe putting yourself, I don't want to say last, but maybe not prioritizing yourself. I don't know if you've been not taking care of yourself or attending to even your very important needs when it pertains to your biggest hopes and dreams. Okay, so have you been letting certain things slide? Have you maybe not really push them? Have you sacrificed certain things that you've wanted that have been your hopes and dreams? Look, underneath that's the Two of Cups. It feels like this is about that. Like if you've ever sacrificed your dream or your hopes and desires in the past because, you know, you're maybe looking out for other people's needs, not your own. You're maybe, again, like deprioritizing yourself. It feels like that's like this main theme here of like why this is kind of going on. In the past, you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords in reverse. So again, there seems to have been either a block or challenge when it comes to moving forward with the work that you want to do when it comes to maybe your purpose or your destiny. And if you're, again, like I said, if you're doing some of it, maybe like some of it's moving along, but other parts of it aren't. So, but with the Knight of Swords, I am seeing some kind of swift action. So something moved here. But then you found yourself back again in like some kind of pattern or situation that you're like, ugh, now I'm here again. I don't want to be here. Like, and there's something about like you finally moving on to what it is that you really want that also like make sure that this situation is not happening over and over again for you. You know, it's like you want to move on to new territory. You want to get out of this place that feels like you've been here long enough and you like, I'm done with this place, so to speak, you know, and and maybe it's just done with a certain energy or like what it is. In your current energies, you have the King of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles. It looks like in the first half of February, this King of Swords in reverse really speaks to surrendering the mind. Like there's something about the mind that needs to be like cleared, let go, like deprioritized. Like if you've got like, I don't know if you're trying to get a certain plan or like trying to execute something. Like I said, this isn't about you knowing exactly what you need to do. This is about more trusting and leaning in fully into whatever it is that lights you up. Okay. Whatever it is that you feel compelled or you feeling called to, how can you go deeper into it? Like what is available to you to really immerse yourself? Because the Two of Wands in reverse in the heart of your spread is saying, yes, there is a path ahead of you. Potentially you're approaching a fork in the road or at a fork in the road, but the path ahead of you is completely unknown. You don't get a map. You don't get to see, like, it's almost like there's an instant like turn where you don't know where it goes to. So you can't even see like the path far ahead of you. And it's designed that way. And so with the Knight of Pentacles here, I see you making some movement here slowly, but steadily. Remember, Knight of Pentacles always crosses the finish line. So this is a good energy. It's like it's steady. You're leaning into it. And it's like when you trust your faith and you start going with it, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity, water signs, it's going to be coming up for you in the first half of February where you're going to want to lean into it. And it's going to allow you to take a step or a couple of steps forward. It might feel more like baby steps to begin with, but it's important to get your feet wet and to start putting yourself in that energy. In your future, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups. So all your energy is here in the future. What I love about this is that it feels like this is a past dream of yours, like a past desire. Nine of Cups in reverse is just speaking to me about like you have wanted this for a long time, and maybe you've been disconnected from it for a period of time, whether it's been months, years, or decades. But it's like it's coming back up. And with the Ace of Cups here in reverse, this is telling me that there is like some new opportunity here. But it also doesn't feel new. It's like it's new, but there's also an element of it that isn't new. So it might be coming through in a fresh way, but it's something that has been maybe offered to you or been available to you previously. But it's coming in a new way that really is starting to open the door of possibility here to what it is that you're really wanting to lean into. Again, this is about like your future, your legacy, and really kind of leaning into that total connectedness of the greater plan. With the Knight of Cups coming in here too, this is telling me that either you're going to be offered something or there's a lot of movement being taken forward now. So the first half of February, it's slower steps. But once you get past that, there's more movement coming in and it's very heart-centered. You might get help from someone. Someone might be coming in to help you. Someone might be coming in to offer you something. This is why it's such a great time, this first half of February, water signs, to really connect to what it is that you want, to use the energy that is really allowing us to go deeper with our connection to the divine than what we're usually used to. So let's kind of go into the tarot here to clarify. All right. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles for me. Oh. Okay. Well, we start off strong with the Devil in reverse. Okay. What else do we need to know about the Queen of Pentacles? The Eight of Swords. You've been stuck in your head over something. For a lot of things, I think there's a lot of like thoughts of fear, what ifs, that kind of stuff really kind of coming in. And, if you're going to play the what if game when it comes to like your fears, you better also play the what if game with your hopes and desires. Balance that shit out. And I see that this is about you being free. Like now there's a part of you that, you know, you are, I think if this, because this feels like it pertains to like a long standing dream of yours, something that you've had in the past, but maybe never been able to really connect with it. Or again, maybe sacrificed, okay, for other people, to take care of other people or to tend to other things that maybe people wanted for you. You're free of that now, it feels like, but your mind is still kind of like not free. You're overthinking things, you're getting caught in your head. And that's the only thing that feels like it's holding you back, especially when I look at the King of Swords here in reverse in your current energies. What's this Eight of Pentacles? What's this Eight of Pentacles in reverse in the past for my water signs? Okay, we have the Death card, very Scorpio energy. The Devil and the Death card and the Eight of Swords. My goodness, water signs. It's almost like you're making it harder on yourself than necessary. Okay. We have the Magician in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it feels like there's been this block of things like really maybe kind of working, moving forward, getting momentum. Maybe even allowing yourself to really focus and master what it is that you want to master, like in a sense of what is it that I really want to be working on, you know? And with the Death card, Empress in reverse, and the Magician in reverse, it feels like, again, with the Empress in reverse, I'm just brought to this like sacrificing your desires, not really allowing yourself to be fully fulfilled. I don't know, maybe even like turning the dial down on how much you're willing to allow yourself to have, right? Because the Empress is a lot of abundance, and this feels like you've been turning the dial down. And also that's been limiting what you're able to actually manifest, even limit how you use the tools that you have, that you know you have in your toolbox. But with the Death card coming in here, it feels like you're also kind of going through the ending of this. So there is some sort of transformation that's kind of coming through that you're moving through, water signs, when it comes to this. And I think you've got to lean into it even more. What is this Knight of Swords? And I would also, even before I even look at these, with the Empress in reverse, I also like the Empress is also, remember, it's like your person or your dream or like that thing that is just like everything to you, right? And it's in reverse, means there's a block around it. Like, how do I manifest it? Well, how do I get it here? But the Death card here is like, yes, there's been a block. There's been a challenge on how to make stuff happen, but it also feels like that's starting to come to an end here. So Knight of Swords upright. Oh, interesting. Clarified by the Ace of Swords and then the Ace of Wands and then the Two of Wands. It looks like you got clarity here. You either had like some sort of spiritual ideas or information coming from the divine. Maybe it was a creative like download or some creative burst that came through. Then this was pertaining to this fork in the road that you feel like you're getting very close to if you're not already standing at it right now. And it was like showing you how to take action. It was showing you how to move forward, right? Knight of Swords, maybe even giving you a plan, because the swords are very much about like, what's the plan? How are we going to execute this? And also like being smart about things. So I feel like you got something here, but then like we got the Six of Swords in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. That wanted to come out upright. But and then again, this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So you find yourself back in a pattern or situation where things just aren't maybe coming together. And again, feeling like Are we working together? Are we not? If this is another person in your life, like again, doesn't have to be romantic, just someone important to you, that maybe are you on the same page? Are you not on the same page? Are we working on this together? Are we not working on this together? If this doesn't involve another person in your life, this is about you being stuck on trying to like, how do I make two things come together? How do I, again, it could just be between you and future you, right? And just finding like there's this disconnect. Okay. Or feeling like you've hit a block somehow around this that's kind of creating this pattern. Again, Six of Swords can sometimes just be in your head, you know, like it's the mental like blocks and things of that nature. What's this King of Swords? Like again, finding yourself in mental territory that you don't want to be in. King of Swords here in reverse. This is coming into the current energies. What do we need to know about the okay. The King of Swords upright. Tell me more. Oh, Lovers. Well, it looks like when you stop thinking about things and you surrender your mind, it's almost like, again, when I see the King of Swords in reverse and the fact that I see so many cups coming up here, it tells me this is about leaning more into your heart, your intuition, and not so much trying to think things through. And it's like, it's almost like when you do that, you get the clarity in the first half of February. And also it feels like there might be a decision coming up for you to make. You might be presented with a decision. You could even have someone who might be a little more logical, a little more thought processy, someone who is a thinker, someone who, you know, is not so much in their heart, so to speak. It doesn't mean they don't have a heart, but it just means like they tend to maybe lean, they're more air sign kind of quality. And I would say I get, you know, King of Swords to me is very Libran. So very balanced, very fair. It feels like there's, I don't know, maybe some fair decision coming up. This could also, obviously the Lovers can be about two people like coming together on the same page, but it comes through, it doesn't feel like it comes through, again, like I said, some kind of like, let's just think about this and talk it all through to death. You know, like it doesn't feel like that. So what is this Two of Wands? In reverse. What's this Two of Wands in reverse? Oh, I love this. Okay. Water signs on your Two of Wands in reverse. I'm like trying not to show you the cards. This is meant, remember, this is your fork in the road and you've got a path ahead of you and you maybe just see the first few steps, but you don't see anything beyond that. You don't know where it's going. You have no map. You don't even have a compass. You got to totally like lean into it and go regardless. And that can be really scary. But whatever this path is, it's being clarified by the Sun and the Ace of Cups. This is a beacon of like neon flashing lights on a sign that says, follow your heart, follow your intuition. There is a new blessing ahead of you. A dream of yours is opening up. And so you're going to really be connecting with that in the first half of February. I think you're going to be getting some kind of signs, some kind of clarity, some kind of, I don't know, like the clouds parting kind of thing. But there's a lot, the Sun also speaks to high optimism around this path. It's a big yes from the heart when it comes to this path for you. And you're going to like really feel that in the first half of February. What's this Knight of Pentacles? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse again. And then the Chariot. So I feel like you're going to finally move forward with things that maybe you've either sacrificed in the past or you just haven't allowed yourself to be first. Okay. So either you've deprioritized what you really wanted or you've put it on the back burner or whatever it is. It feels like you're going to finally get forward movement. It's going to be slow and steady. It's not going to be like gangbusters, but I see movement here. And I also see there being some sense of like spiritual like guidance. So something else is also guiding you from above. So there's like some kind of, let's just call it the winds of fate in your own wings, okay? Like behind you in this journey. Whatever this is, water signs, I would say it's a big fat fucking yes. Okay. Like you got to dive right into it. Like with the deep diver here, this is something you really want to lean into. Now, again, you won't have all the details, but you've got to trust. You've got to really consider what it is that you're wanting and understanding that this is about a legacy you're going to be leaving behind the planet, the others that are behind you, coming up behind you, for them to also enjoy in some way or be a part of. And really understanding your role in the greater connectedness of this big plan. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. We have the Five of Swords in reverse and the Temperance card in reverse. So it feels like you're no longer, you may have self-sabotaged yourself, okay, when it comes to this dream. But, and with the Temperance card coming up, it may have been coming from some sense of impatience. But I feel like if there has been something that you've been impatient about, you've wanted, and you're like, why? Like, what the heck? Why isn't it here yet? Like, when am I going to have it? And then somehow also knowing that you've been participating in some sort of self-sabotage, because we're all guilty of it. It feels like that's coming up in the future. And you've got to be aware of that. You're going to be facing that head on. And it doesn't mean that you're going to make these self-sabotaging behaviors. It feels like actually like you're releasing them. Okay, so you're going to confront them and you're going to be releasing them because I think you're getting very committed to what's ahead of you. What's this Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups in reverse, Hermit in reverse. What else? Aw, and you also got the Fool. All right, so again, like I said, it feels like this is something you've been meditating on, you've been praying about, you've been in whatever it is in your own internal journey, maybe even through your healing work, you've been working on this. And now like there's a new blessing coming in here. Again, it feels like a hope and dream from your past that's now getting a brand new like start. Like it feels like this is a new book. Okay, this isn't just a chapter. This is a whole new book for you. This is what it's opening up. And you're just at the beginning stages of a brand new adventure. Something that, yes, is going to feel, it's going to feel exciting because there's a part of it that's feeling a little risky, right? But like, here's the thing. The things that we want most always feel risky because God forbid that we don't achieve it or that we lose it or we sabotage it or we fail at it. That will kill us the most. That hurts us the most, which is why we don't test those waters as easily as shit that doesn't really matter to us, right? This means something to you. It means a lot to you and you're going to lean into it. That's what I'm seeing. And you're also going to have new opportunities coming up to you. So as you're in the first half of February making some steps forward, okay, and you're going to be like, all right, like something's going to come up that's going to give you very positive signs. You're going to start making positive steps towards it. Baby steps, but steps nonetheless. Now a new opportunity around that is opening up here for you for a brand new start. What is this Knight of Cups? Okay, you have the Ten of Wands and the Strength card coming up to close off your Knight of Cups. You are going to be moving forward, or someone is coming in to offer you help or to offer you something that is very much tied to this dream, your wish, your heart's greatest desires, okay? However way this is coming in, it is taking a lot of courage. Someone may have been struggling with this for a long time, which I'm not sure what exactly that means. But this is also putting the end to a very difficult cycle. Okay, something that has weighed on you or weighed on someone else. There's somehow a need to have courage with this. I feel like someone's coming towards you. that's going to help you or offer you something. It could be around your dream. It could be around love for some of you. And whatever this is, it's taking a lot of freaking courage and has actually, it feels like it's been something weighing on them for some time. Maybe this is you doing that to someone. I don't know. But it's going to happen. And I honestly have just such good feelings about all this. So water signs, that's my reading for you. Tell me, to my water signs, was that resonating with anyone? Let me know in the live chat if you haven't already. Let me just... Oh, all right. Okay. Yes, thank you, Kayla. The link for the retreat for anyone who wants to know is in the description below. And if you somehow can't find it, it's on the very front of my website, NicoleFrolic.com. As soon as you just scroll down just a little bit, it'll be right there. Kitty Herb's always on board for a mushroom journey or any kind of vision quest journey. Yeah. Hey, MJ. Breath and Balance. Hello. Did everyone check out Breath and Balance's meditation release yesterday? She did a wonderful job. She was at my last retreat and is now moving full steam forward with her true purpose. You're welcome, Melanie. Okay, let's go on to air signs. You guys are next. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, what's in store for my air signs for the first half of February? And if you're just joining now, make sure you listen to the intro. You don't have to do it now, but just make sure you listen to the intro to understand what the energies are, because there's some really powerful energies for this first half of February that, considering my audience is very spiritual in nature, you're going to want to know, okay? And again, if you're new and you haven't liked the video, please do right now. I greatly appreciate it. Hi, William. Ooh, very much resonates. Okay, good. I'm wishing you luck, girl. Wishing you luck. All right. Air signs, let's get into it. What's the main theme of your reading and what is the potential challenge? All right. Main theme of air signs reading. Okay. And what is the potential challenge? Interesting. Okay, so your reading is, the main theme is about some kind of covenant, a sacred contract of sorts. So I don't know if you're getting ready to negotiate, sign a contract. This could even just be a personal like contract to yourself about like saying like, I'm no longer a part of this. And I'm like, and again, like, I mean, it could be as simple as I'm no longer going to be eating foods that harm me, or, you know, like, I don't know, something really like benign like that. Or this could be something much bigger. You know, something of greater importance. Well, not that your health isn't important, but, Some of you may have a contract be signing soon, coming up, air signs. The interesting part about this, though, and again, this may even be about a contract, a sacred contract you have with another soul on this planet, whether they're already in your life or perhaps coming in. The challenge for you is the benefactor, grace and generosity, and this is in your challenge position. So it's interesting. I've never seen them change the color of the names on the chat. Like I've always seen it used to be always one specific color each time. That's kind of cool. Okay. Carol, hello. This could just be, is this the right contract for me? Is it benefiting me? Is it benefiting all? Is this a generous enough offer for me? For some of you? Who's benefiting from this? Who's not? There could be some kind of challenges coming up here. For some of you, this could be very simplified down to, is this the contract of what you are willing to receive and what you're not? And I mean, are you recognizing if you're even blocking how much you're able to receive? Are you maybe needing to make adjustments to perhaps a soul contract that is maybe when you came in here, you came in with a certain program because you needed to learn certain lessons. And now you've learned those lessons. You're like, I'm burning that contract. Like cancel, burn, burn, burn. I deserve more now. And I'm like making new contracts for myself. Like it could be something like that. Let's kind of go into the cards and we'll see what comes up. What do we need to know about the past for my air signs? We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Universe in reverse. All right. Coming into the current energies for my air signs. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. So something's really turning around for you in the first half of February. Okay, way too many cards. What else do we need to know about the current energies for... All right, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and then the Death card in reverse. Oh my gosh, how interesting. The Two of Swords in reverse. And don't freak out about some of these reversals because I have a very clear picture here of what's going on. So it's not, if you're freaking out, don't. And Judgment in reverse. Overall energy, the Ace of Wands in upright. I was going to say reverse because I'm just used to saying it in reverse. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. All right. This is about a new beginning for you. Some new cycle, some new opportunity when it comes to, like, also the Ace of Wands to me is like a breakthrough. You're hitting a breakthrough where something has maybe shaken your confidence, shaken your idea of like, I don't know, am I desired? Am I wanted? Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't know. Something's been going on where you don't feel like wanted or needed or desired. And it feels like it's shaken your confidence in some way. Underneath is the Tower. How lovely. The Ace of Wands, though, is just saying like this is a big new beginning. And I would say I'm also getting this message like the energy is already in motion. Now, when I look at the spread of the cards, there's a very clear story that has emerged from here. I am seeing that there was some sort of breakdown in some, I don't know if you worked with other people or you were working on a project or whatever this might be, but it kind of came to an end, or it, at the very minimum, hit a pause. Okay. And it feels like somehow you had to move away from it. And then there was a new opportunity here for you that maybe if it was about making money, because we're talking about pentacles here, this could have been about your job. This could have been about how you make money, your income, or even just your resources. For some of this can be about a relationship. But it's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is like, yeah, you had a new start, but it didn't really root in. Like it didn't. And with the universe in reverse, the first message I got was like, this isn't in alignment with me. This is not what I asked for, you know? I don't know. So even though you got this new thing, it feels like it didn't really align. Now, in your current energies, you have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I see something that has been weighing on your mind, causing you a lot of anxiety and stress. Okay, you maybe have gotten a lot of gray hairs from this shit, but that is coming to an end in the first half of February somehow. There's some kind of ending to this, or it's in the process of ending. Because the Nine of Pentacles is like, I see you set free. That's just the phrase I was just given to say. You are set free and you're going to be like very happy about a newfound independence. You're going to feel really good about where you are. This could be about your own financial positioning. This could be about a job. This could just even be about your own personal success in something. This could be about your health, right? Pentacles are definitely about health. So some of this could have been like health related. But whatever this is, I love that the Nine of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, because this is all about you. You feeling good, you feeling like, okay, I made it, like this is me, I did this. I persevered. The Seven of Swords in reverse is also saying to me, it's interesting. It feels like this is somehow connected to the past. Like it's somehow connected to an apology, a new, like, someone has like I don't know, like their consciousness gets the better of them in a good way. Like they're like, oh man, I thought about it and like I've reflected and this wasn't the right move. So Seven of Swords in reverse is kind of like, there is something about this that you're kind of, there's an element of the past coming back. So I don't know if you're signing a new contract with someone that you've already had contracts with. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean you're signing a literal contract, but you know, just maybe it's metaphorical. But for some of you, I feel like it is a literal contract. For some of you, this is a relationship. This is about someone who maybe like things didn't work out so well. And now there's kind of like really kind of getting clear on what went down and coming back for an apology, wanting to make things right, offering an olive branch in some sort. Coming into the the future energies, we have the Death in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and then the Judgment card in reverse. So again, the Death card in reverse is telling me something isn't dead here. It's like something, it feels very much like this is tied to something you already know or have had experience with. And again, if this is something you don't want, then definitely don't say yes to it, you know? But this is more for those of you that are like really saying, okay, yeah, no, like it's putting you in a good position. I want to say, you know, because the Benefactor, Grace and Generosity card being in the challenge position for you, it's like you need to like make sure this is going to work for you. It's really important that this works for you. And you've got to take all of those things into account that make that so. The Two of Swords in reverse is telling me that, yeah, maybe this is coming back from the past, but it's like there's movement here. It's like very clear. I know exactly what decision to make. I know what path I'm going to take. If you've had to think about it, like there's not a big cloud of fog here over your mind. Like, you know what direction you're moving. And with the Judgment card here in reverse, again, this can sometimes talk about like second chances, things coming back to life. Like it can be sometimes like a rebirth in some way. But again, this is like, there is something about this that was part of your own spiritual journey that in some cases you're also able to put behind you. So something that was related to this, you had to go through, and now you kind of come to a completion of that as you move forward. So let's kind of see where this is all going. So tell me more about this Ace of Swords. Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse. So whatever this breakthrough is, this new opportunity that will either feel very spiritually kind of orchestrated or maybe even creative in nature, it's going to be very, it's like it's coming, it's being revealed. Something about it, it's like it's no longer hidden if it felt hidden. And the Ace of Coins. So this could be, again, a new opportunity for money, job, maybe new relationship, a way for you to have new resources, or just a new journey in your health path. So like opening up a new pathway here when it comes to you being healthier. And something's just really getting revealed. That like there's no mystery here. With the High Priestess in reverse, there's zero mystery. Like everything's very clear cut. What's this Three of Pentacles? Oh, wow. Okay. So we have the Sun in reverse, the Ten of Coins, and the Ace of Wands. So whatever this could have been, like a work environment. This could have been a project. Like I said, this could just be something that you had to work on with others. Or for some of you, this may have been something that you tried to like work on, a skill or something, and it just wasn't going where you wanted to. Again, Three of Pentacles often means like you're working with at least one other person, if not multiple. And I don't know, there was some kind of with the Sun in reverse, it's like it wasn't a happy place. It wasn't a happy environment, or it just really diminished your own optimism on stuff. It could have even made you unhappy. And something, I don't know if there was a new opportunity for money or what it was here, but because and it would have been something that you're looking at long term. Like this isn't just like, this is something like you want like stability, long-term money, something along those lines. But I see this new beginning in money here, but it doesn't feel rooted. It doesn't feel stable. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles often talks about like being like, you know, beginning stage. So you may have had to start somewhere new. You may have felt like you were green to something with the Page of Coins, like you had to relearn something or learn something. You were kind of trying to lay down some kind of new foundation. So this is again pertaining to something newer. But the Two of Wands is like you didn't really know where you were going. Like there was like, okay, the path ahead is not exactly very clear. I don't really know what I'm doing or where I'm doing or what this is for. And I think that's why, like, yes, you're learning. There's a new opportunity here, but it also doesn't feel rooted in clarity. It doesn't feel rooted in a specific path. What is the Universe in reverse? The Ten of Cups. Like I said, this just feels like this is not my happy place. This is not where I see myself manifesting my long-term dreams, right? Yeah, and like the Justice card in reverse, it's like somehow like the universe did you dirty. It's that's at least that's I'm not saying the universe did do you dirty, but you're feeling like universe, you did me dirty. You did me dirty. This is not what I had on my list of like what my greatest desire is. Like this is not an alignment. Like what the hell's going on? It's exactly how I felt like when I read these cards initially. So everything's kind of like lining up there. What's the 10? Okay, the 10 of Swords. Oh, we have the 2 of Cups on your 10 of Swords in reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Magician in reverse. Okay, so yeah, everything's going to start to change in the first half of February for you. You're going to see where it was very difficult for you to find and manifest what it was that you wanted, that you tried to bring together, that has been causing you stress and anxiety. Finally, there's a shift. There's a shift coming in the first half of February for you. I don't know if it's fully manifesting in the first half of February, but you're going to start to see the momentum of it. Okay. Because with the Magician here in reverse, I don't know if it's fully like there yet, but you're definitely seeing motion and you're seeing movement here. For some of you with the 2 of Cups here, it could be about a very important person in your life, a specific relationship that is very important to you. Like I said, this could be about a relationship. Otherwise, it could just be, again, we're talking about contracts, an agreement, like 2 people cheersing, like the 2 of Cups, like, okay, like I agree, like we're on the same page, like let's go. Like, what's this 9 of Pentacles? Ooh, we have the Page of Wands. So yes, you have some very good news coming in the first half of February that is around your personal independence, your success. You feeling really like good about where you are. I think all those cards wanted to turn around. And look at that. We have the Queen of Coins. This is like putting you in a better position, especially if this is a job. This is putting you in a position where your status is going back up. If you felt like you had dropped in a status, they're going to be in a place where people are looking up to you. They're looking to you for advice. There's some kind of respect towards you. The Queen of Coins also is just talking about, like, for some of you, this is health related. Like you're feeling healthier already. Like there's something about you feeling stronger and in a better position with your health. And again, if this is relationship wise, it's like you feel like, all right, like I'm being nurtured. I'm being taken care of. I'm actually being considered here. What is the 7 of Swords in reverse? The Ace of Cups in reverse. So like I said, it feels like this is somehow an apology. Okay, there's somehow an apology-like energy to this, where something from the past is coming back, and there is this offer that is very much like giving you what you want. Okay, like this is definitely something you want, and it's something you wanted, but you never maybe really got in the past. Anything else I need to know about this 7? Oops. Tell me more about this 7 of... Ooh. Okay. The Queen of Cups and the Star. I feel like this, if this is you and you're like, I don't want that thing to come back to me, this is not your reading. Okay. Because this is something that you're like, no, I want this. I want this. For some of you, this could be a very important person that you care very deeply for coming back, and like it's like part of your dream, and apologizing to you. For others of you, if this is a work thing, job related, income related, something of that nature, this just feels like you're somehow getting a dream wish out of this. And there's also the Star, to me, is also bringing in, it feels like there was some kind of destruction left in the wake of whatever happened back here, and there's a lot of healing coming in, like it's getting kind of healed. It's really good, whatever this is. So that's why I'm like, if you're really not wanting this and it's from your past, then I don't really feel like this reading is for you, so to speak, unless it's something else maybe you're not anticipating, like you're not expecting. What's this Death card? in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse. Tell me more about this Death card. The Knight of Coins in reverse. So it's interesting because the Four of Wands can talk about a contract, right? Maybe ending a contract. This could be something where like you might be, again, this might be pertaining to something that you maybe started up here. You realize, universe, you did me dirty. This isn't what I wanted. And because something's coming back from the past, you're now being like, we need to end this and we can't move forward, right? Knight of Coins in reverse is like, we're at an impasse. Like, there's no movement here. I don't know how to move forward with you. So it feels like because of something moving forward, another thing has to end or stop, or it's evenly giving you the option of that. What's this Two of Swords? What's this Two of Swords in reverse? Ooh, me likey for you, air signs. You have the Queen of Wands. She is now upright, whereas here, she was in reverse. She wasn't feeling so confident. She was feeling undesired. She was feeling like, doesn't anybody want me? Like, what was that? What was that movie where she said that? Like, oh God, what's the movie? It's going to kill me. Someone in the chat, if you know what movie I'm talking about. Doesn't anybody want me? Anyways, I don't want to waste your time. But anyways, it's like, yeah, they do want you. They do want you. And it feels like there's been kind of like a come to Jesus kind of moment. There is some kind of reckoning of realizing how wrong someone was or a group of people were, whether it was about you or how the situation went down. But you're moving forward now on this path with the Two of Swords in reverse, like you're choosing, and this is giving you full confidence. Like you are feeling very desired and very good, and it's relieving you of all your fears and anxieties, whatever this is. This is putting you in a very comforting and secure position, at least mentally. Okay. Now tell me about this Judgment card. Tell me about the Judgment. What do we need to know about the Judgment? Okay, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. I feel like for some of you, this might be you also have the King of Cups in reverse with the Nine of Wands coming here. So it's interesting. I'm getting a little bit of separation on this Judgment card. It feels like this card, for some of you, may not even be involved in like this. And for some of you, it may be. So keep that in mind when I read this, because I am getting this message or at least a feeling of some kind of disconnect to the reading with this card. With the Four of Swords, I feel like for some of you, this might be someone who's maybe been emotionally unavailable to you, or just not forthcoming about their true emotions. And this would have been a journey with them that has been very like, it's worn you down. Okay. Like you're trying to persevere and it's worn you down. I feel like they're coming to you about a decision they made or a bad judgment call that they've been like anxious about, you know, like they've been like going back and forth about, and they may be coming back into your life. I mean, this is in the near future. Okay. This isn't in the first half of February. Venus is going retrograde at the beginning of March. Mercury is going retrograde at the beginning of March. So this is prime for someone from your past becoming back, whether or not you want them. That's totally your decision. I'm not really getting what you should do here. I'm just letting you know, but because it feels like you're going to get like really good momentum in some area of your life. for some of you, it might be maybe there's a relationship here that you really want and it's moving forward. And then someone else comes back that you didn't want. And they're like trying to make amends and it's like too late. For others of you, maybe this is about your job and like all of that kind of stuff. And then someone else is coming into your life and maybe like they're just a bad influence on you. Maybe this is someone that you want to come back. I don't know. It feels like a very disconnected energy. So, and again, with the Judgment card in your reverse, for some of you, this might be like about your path, spiritual path. Is this really aligned with you or is this not? And I think you're going to have to ask that question coming up. So I'm just going to like put that out there for you, air signs. Because I'm actually not getting what you really want to do with this. I'm not really sure. So it feels more like a FYI. So hopefully the other parts of the reading were helpful to you. Let me know in the comments if that resonated with any of my air signs who are in the live chat right now. And yeah. So interesting. Okay. Singing in the Rain for the movie quote. No. Oh my God. It's like crazy. Like I need to know. It's like right at the tip of my tongue. Okay, let me just shuffle while I think about it. Oh, it was The Family Stone. Have you guys seen The Family Stone where Sarah Jessica Parker ends up sleeping with her fiance's brother? Or no, like she's not engaged yet, but he's about to propose, and then like she thinks she slept with the brother. Do you guys remember? And she's like, and then she realizes, oh no, we didn't sleep together. And he's like, no, I'm not proposing to you. And she's like, doesn't anybody want me? Yeah. Anyways, that's where it was from. Oh, accurate as always, Carol. Okay, cool. All right, so we are on to fire signs. Fire signs, you guys are next. Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, are you breathing a sigh of relief with the North Node now being out of your first sign? However, now it's going into your 12th house, which means it's a great time for you to be doing deep healing work, spiritual journeys, exploration of things that are beyond your comprehension, mysteries of the universe, your fears, your self-doubt. All right, what's in store for my fire signs for the first half of Feb? I am super excited because I'm going on a little local staycation. Is what when we were on the island, we called them staycation. So like we'd stay on the island, but we go somewhere on the island that's like a little vacation. So I'm going up into the mountains next week. Totally off the grid, no cell service. Everything is powered by solar panels. So in the middle of nowhere, 10,000 feet. I'm just so excited. I'm going to go with my boyfriend and his dog and hunker down with a cabin that like literally is heated only by the fireplace. It's going to be fun. I'm like super excited to just disconnect. Okay. Let's find out what is the main theme of your reading, fire signs, and what is the potential challenge for you. Spot on. Cool. All right. What is the potential challenge and what? Okay. Oh. Theme of your reading. Mushrooms abound for everyone. Very, very Piscean energy coming through everyone's reading here. Not surprised. What is the potential challenge? Okay. Ooh. Oh. How interesting. Very similar colors and mirrors of numbers. So, okay, the main theme of your reading, guys, is galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. This one's come up for water signs, but it was in their challenge. This one is in your main theme. So, like I said, we're in Pisces energy, North Node, Venus, Neptune, like all that definitely brings in like this desire for that ultimate divine connection, right? How would you like to experience that? Some of you may want to do it through mushrooms. I don't know. But again, it's galactic mushroom. It's about understanding that like you're so connected, not just within this world, but so far beyond as well. And this obviously talks about the interconnectedness of the things that you can't see versus what you can see. And when I look at what your challenge is, I'm getting the sense, fire signs, that there is something coming your way that you may not be prepared to see. Okay, let me just give with a caveat. That doesn't mean that prepared in a bad way. I don't mean that way. I mean, you may not be ready for it. Like you may be caught on your heels as opposed to your toes. So this is kind of like a forewarning, like get on your toes. Okay, like head on a swivel, because something feels like might be coming your way that you can't see or anticipate yet. It's happening behind the scenes, but it would be something that you've been waiting for. This is the netcaster preparing. Preparations come to fruition. So this is your challenge. So it tells me like you've been preparing for something, but for whatever reason, it feels like it could be coming your way in the first half of February, but you may not recognize it. You may not, like, it's almost like I'm getting like you might be asleep at the wheel. That's why I'm saying, oh, excuse me. Fire signs, head on a swivel. In a sense of like synchronicities, messages, opportunities, like, because this is something you've been preparing for, and when the opportunities come, you better be ready to seize them. So let's kind of go into where this is kind of going for you. Let's find out, what do we need to know about your past? What do we need to know about the past for my... Ooh, shadow work. Maybe that's where all your preparation has been. Oh, Moonchild in reverse. Look, you got 2 of the 3 unique major arcanas in this deck. Okay, we have also the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Universe in reverse, which is also the World. Okay. I'm pretty sure it is. But in the heart of your spread, you have the Empress. Like I said, something's coming your way. What do we need to, well, tell me more about the current energies, please, for my fire signs. Lovely. Eight of Swords in reverse. Coming into the near future, Two of Wands in reverse. I am telling you, this is the year, everyone, that you need to lean into the unknown. You are not supposed to know what is ahead. All of this energy in Pisces right now, especially the North Node, is, and Venus is going to be coming back into Pisces. Mercury is going to be coming back into Pisces. There's a lot of energy. Saturn is still in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces until March. Saturn's here until I think the end of May. The sun's going to be eventually coming into Pisces. Like, there's a lot of heavy Pisces energy at the beginning of this, the first 4 months of this year. So, even into May. So it's like, there's a lot of, with the North Node there, bringing all of our attention, saying, hey, this is where you need to get out of your comfort zone. There's this need to know that your destiny is unfolding before you, but you do not get to see the full path. You've got to lean into trust. I think that's going to be something that we all have to keep in mind. And then you got the third major arcana that is the Divine Wisdom card coming upright as I'm saying that. That's really freaking cool. What a synchronicity. And what else do we need to know about the future? The Hierophant in reverse. The first time this card's come out in the readings. Okay, today. Nine of Cups in reverse, the Hermit. Okay, so this is about something that this is a wish, a desire that you want. For some reason, maybe there's a block around this, okay? Or maybe it's felt like it's been difficult, challenging. And I say that because with the Hermit here in reverse, it feels like you've needed to go inward. You've needed to really find the answers or your direction, your light inside. I want to go into the book for Moonchild because I don't know this card very well. But obviously with the shadow work here, with the shadow work card, this is telling me that in the past you've had to really lean into the darkness. You've had to go into looking at your own fears, your own traumas, the things that, maybe your own sabotaging behaviors. And you're like, I got to look at all this stuff. And it feels like you've dived pretty deep into it, right? You've wanted to work on healing that because I get this sense, fire signs, that you've really understood that until you heal that, you can't really move forward with what it is that you want, because you need to hold the frequency of that. And it's really hard to do that when you're carrying a lot of pain or unhealed energies that are like tied to old programs and beliefs. With the Moonchild here, oh, this is not it. Second. Okay, standing beneath the crescent of the moon, a moonchild rests in quiet contemplation, feeling the transition of the phases of this great celestial body. Always in her orbit, pulling at her emotions and pushing her in a creative direction, she knows she is deeply in tune with its shimmering light. This is about magic, it's about ritual, it's about connection, abundance, and manifestation. When this card shows up, it asks you to consider how you can cultivate your own sacred relationship with the moon. The luminous beacon functions as a great celestial doorway into new spaces and opportunities within and around you to help you see beyond the limitations of your lived reality. Through keeping track of our ebb and flow, as well as our feelings and sensations each day, we can refine our intuition and boundaries each month. Are there energies that need to be released? Is it time to start a new project? It feels like when I read into this, it feels like with the Moonchild here in reverse, it's like you really started to lean into more of like this idea of trust and surrender, and what needs to be released. That really kind of stuck out for me when I read it. Like what is it that you need to release to get you to break certain cycles? Okay. That eventually like puts you in this Queen of Pentacles where it's like, it feels like you spent a lot of time working on yourself, nurturing yourself, really putting you first if you haven't. And in many ways, this has really elevated your status. And if you don't think that it's elevated your status in this world, it's definitely elevated your status in the quantum field. Okay. So, since Mama Luna also illuminates our shadows, she helps us glean meaning and potency from the darker moments in our life. And that's what I feel like you've had to go in and release things from the darker moments in your life with this Moonchild in reverse. Now, with the universe here in reverse, then the Empress, and then the Eight of Swords in reverse in the upcoming energies here, the present energies, the first half of February, I feel like there's something that hasn't fully come to completion. There's been something you've been working really hard towards. And I see a lot of inner work here, definitely. So again, the universe in reverse saying, I haven't yet accomplished this. I'm so close. And with the Empress here in reverse and the Eight of Swords, I feel like, I don't know, something good is coming your way here, fire signs. It feels like you are going to feel this is preparations come to fruition. Right. And again, as I see this, the universe, I also have double meanings for this card because it's called the universe, even though it's representative of the world. But I also see like this universe initially, when I saw it in reverse, it feels like the universe is working behind the scenes right now for you. And you are ripe. You are fertile right now for receiving. It's just a matter of, with this Eight of Swords, you got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your own way. And I see you doing that. So I just want to say, fire signs, don't get caught up in I don't know, whatever narratives you may tell yourself, whatever limitations you may think, because this is really about you releasing certain limitations that might be around you. And I do feel that you're going to hit some kind of breakthrough, a breakthrough with maybe something that's coming your way that you've been working really hard towards. In the future, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, Divine Wisdom, and the Hierophant. So again, the path ahead of you is not exactly known. Okay, you have hit this fork in the road, but can you trust enough to follow it? So you have the Divine Wisdom card coming in, which is the floodgates are beginning to open as the seated wisdom of the ancient mysteries are now pouring through. This is the divine knowledge that exists within your cellular memory and the power of your own unique story. You may be experiencing a breakdown of the artificial structures that wish to fall by the wayside as new forms of wisdom stir within your heart. If you have really done this deep work, fire signs, which I really feel you have, and you've released the stuff from like your cellular memory, the traumas, all that kind of stuff, then yes, you are now also in a place where you are making decisions from a different place and you're being offered new things. And so you're going to have to look at them from the perspective of a higher wisdom. Something's coming through for you here to really open you up. And that's why I want to say, head on a swivel. Don't operate from your old self. You've got to operate from this newer self that you've worked so hard, because it feels like something's coming towards you. You are in full, you are ready to receive it. You've been wanting to receive it. Will you see it in time to see it, to receive it, to capitalize on it, to catch it in your net? So I feel like you're going to be having to lean into some higher wisdom. So when you come to this fork in the road, this bridge of do I cross, do I not cross? Really lean into that part of you that is so connected to the higher wisdom, because this is what's really kind of coming through for you to lean into. And you're going to be accessing that. Also, listen, this part here, the sacred staff is also the very same key that is seen in the active Kundalini energy that travels up throughout our chakras, reaching the apex of our I can't pronounce this word. Sahasrara? Anyways, it's the highest portal that crowns and activates the spirit molecule. Some of you are going to be going through a major new awakening. It's almost like I'm getting, for some of you fire signs, a galactic inheritance of some sort because you've done some work. You get rewards. This has come through to me in my own mushroom journeys, where my guides have come through and have let me know that I have reached a point where I was able to receive a galactic inheritance. Or like, because of the work you've done, you are now getting access to this. I feel like you're going through something similar, fire signs, like you're opening up some sort of galactic inheritance that you deserve from a lot of the clearing and work that you've done, the dedication to yourself, your journey, your path. And as a reward, something's coming in. Will you recognize it? And then we have the Hierophant here in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse is like saying, like, this is a non-traditional path for you. This is something that also may start to challenge your older traditional beliefs of rooted in spirituality, that are shaking like the foundations of you realizing, oh shit, I've elevated so much. That stuff, I don't know if it's kind of like some of it doesn't even like line up anymore. And in order for me to really see the bigger picture, some of the stuff I have to let go of because it wasn't exactly right. I can't tell you how many times I've come across that, where so many of my beliefs have been challenged as I open myself up to learning more and more and realizing, shit, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And it's so much better to be so humble and realize, I thought I knew, I don't really know. And so let's just soak it up and be like, I don't know, an empty ancient book of wisdom that is being inscribed upon. So let's see, 9 of Cups in reverse. Let's go into, what do we need to know about this? Sorry, it feels like this reading is getting long. Ooh, look at that. The World and the Page of Cups in reverse. So like I said, there is something that you have wanted to reach, a pinnacle, an accomplishment, right? Something, an achievement of some sort. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, this is kind of attached to like even a dream of yours. Maybe it's even inner child related, but it feels like, I don't know, something was stopping it. Maybe it got stunted in some way. Like I said, like, this is something that you've been really wanting. And I don't know how this dream of yours has been like suppressed or held back. But it feels like it was also part of the part of you that's a big dreamer. And maybe that's why you had to do some inner child work if you've done that. But this is like, now that that's in the past, you can have your achievement. Okay, like, so whatever it was that was blocking your heart's desires, your wants, you've released that. And so let's kind of go into the shadow work here. We have the 6 of Coins. So maybe this is about your ability to receive. Are you actually allowing yourself to receive when things are coming your way? Because it makes sense if you've been working on that, you're about to receive something. So again, it's about reciprocity. Like, are you always the person who's giving? And what's that shadow work? Like, were you a people pleaser? Were you, like, you know, if you receive something, did you always feel like you had to give back? Like, could you just unconditionally receive? What a concept. Oh, and then it's tied to the Lovers. So this could be about relationships. This could be about, for some of you, this might have related to some kind of intimacy, coming together in more intimate ways. But also the Lovers is Gemini energy. So this is it could be about communication. It could be about like, also like being able to make decisions. I get for some of you, this won't be for all of you, but you may have had to go in to do some healing work because you couldn't trust your own, it's not even your own intuition, but your own ability to make the right decision. Okay, but overall though, for a lot of you, it feels like you had to do some shadow work because there's something you really wanted. Okay, Lovers coming together. this thing of you merging with the thing that you want, okay? Whether it is a person or just what is it that your dream that you want? Can you be open to receiving that? And maybe like the deeper shadow work has been around like, okay, what am I self-sabotaging? Am I blocking? Like what am I doing here? Do I have too many fears around this? What's the moon child? 10 of Cups. See, you were, like I said, you were doing deep work here because this was about like the big game. This is about the bigger picture, fire signs. You were like looking at like, I know what's going to make me happy. And I know I want that like happily ever after, so to speak, like in whatever way that means for you. I don't mean like the Disney version. I mean like what it means for you. The Hermit in reverse. And perhaps you were avoiding that for a while of really understanding what cycles you needed to break in order to get there. So it looks like, you had to really go inward to discover some of this and find maybe even what ultimately makes me happy, in the bigger scheme of it all. What's this Queen of Pentacles? Okay, we have the Six of Wands. So I see a lot of success. You're feeling acknowledged. And again, we have the Four of Coins. First time this card's coming up in the readings, and the Five of Cups in reverse. So really kind of coming out of this place where no longer really focusing on what's not working for you, what is going wrong in your life. You're really kind of letting all of that go. And there's a really nice energy here of success and acknowledgement. And I do want to say you elevated your status. Whether you believe it in this world, it feels like you certainly elevated your status in the quantum field. Okay. You can't not do that when you do all this healing work. With the Universe in reverse, what is this? Okay, we have the Star in reverse with the Four of Wands. Like I said, it's like there's been a wish of yours, something you deeply, deeply wanted. And it finally feels like something, there is a celebration coming in here for something that you felt like you are like, am I ever going to achieve this? And it feels like you are. It feels like you are in the first half of February. There's something like really coming together here. And again, the Star in reverse is also speaking to the level of healing that you've done. Okay, fire signs. There is major celebration. If not for you and your family in this real time, in whatever way your family is to you, this is your galactic family. Really celebrating you. And again, that's why I feel like there's some kind of galactic inheritance. What's this Empress? A Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. The Page of Wands in reverse. This is news. This is good news that you've been waiting on. Like it may have even been delayed. Okay. And I feel like you are now ready to receive it. And I feel like this Page of Wands is letting me know this good news is coming in a little under the radar. Okay. So this is why it's important for you to be like really paying attention. Now, I don't mean paying attention, like obsessive paying attention, but just like really have your senses opened and just have the intention, like, that you are ready for whatever is meant for you. That whatever you have achieved, like you're ready to receive, because it feels like there's just this devotion. I'm getting devotion on this Queen of Cups. It's almost like your devotion is being celebrated. What is this Eight of Swords? Eight of Swords in reverse. Oh, well, maybe it won't be as low key as I think. I don't know. We have the Tower and the Seven of Swords in reverse. You know, the Tower can, on your Seven of Swords in reverse, this is telling me again, this is like an apology of some, no, sorry, Eight of Swords in reverse. This is like you breaking free. And the Tower is very Uranus energy. This means you are breaking free. And with the Seven of Swords with it, it's like you're breaking free of the past transgressions. You're breaking free of the things you kept returning to. It's almost like you've broken down that old foundation so much you're ready to build anew. And I do feel like for some of you, you might even get a surprise coming in here with this Tower. Tell me about this, especially when you get out of your own head, okay? When you get out of your own limitations. Tell me about this Two of Wands. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups and the Chariot in reverse. Look, you are following your intuition. Something is guiding you, okay? And there may even be an offer coming towards you, something coming your way that is very heart-based, love-based, or of the desire of just what you really want. With the Chariot beside it in reverse, again, on this Two of Wands is saying, look, this path ahead of you isn't exactly what maybe you've imagined or even understand. But the Chariot's saying, like, this is going to go in a bit of a direction that you're not understanding. It's going to move in ways that you aren't maybe like, I don't want to say you're not prepared for, because I feel like the work that you've done has prepared you to be adaptable. But it's like, there's going to be twists and turns or things that you like were not necessarily expecting. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it just means like, oh, like I wasn't expecting it to go this way. You know, it's almost like, it brings me to like with Anika on the podcast, the last podcast, you know, and she talked about how she thought she was going to go back to school and get her a degree. And then like, everything happened to stop that in its tracks immediately so that she focused exactly on her path right now. And like, that's what I want you guys to understand. Like, it feels like that kind of energy where you're like, oh, I'm not supposed to go that way, but like, whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting that. But like, you're being offered something. He's like, no, but we're guiding you. You're being guided, but you're being guided in a way that you weren't expecting. Again, this Tower kind of coming in too. What's this divine wisdom? And I do feel like you're going to be like really opening yourself up to messages. Again, we have the King of Swords in reverse. Like I said, this is not like your everyday kind of like thought patterns. Okay. This isn't the strategy. You've got to throw all that other stuff out the window. The way that you used to think about things, the way you used to strategize about things, like that's the old you. You have to tap into the divine wisdom as you move forward with this. Tell me more about the divine wisdom. The Ace of Wands, you're going to get a breakthrough. You are going to get an aha. I feel like you're going to get almost like, for some of you, this is going to come through a very deep spiritual epiphany. And I do feel for some of you, because of what I've read so far, some of you might be activating Kundalini energy. That's really moving you in a way that's like, oh, okay. And it's like really opening up some of your centers of like pleasure and bliss and happiness and like really tapping into that. So what's this Hierophant in reverse? We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Eight of Wands. You're going to get really deep clarity. There's something you're going to move really quickly on. You're going to get go signs. You're going to get go signs from the universe. You're going to get like confirmations, total clarity. You may even get communications, some kind of notice from the 3D world about this, about a very non-traditional path lying out ahead of you. And I just see like, all right, like, let's go. There's a lot of movement coming in your near future. Some of it's very intuitive and some of it's more like, all right, like got to act swiftly. Like, let's go, jump in, spontaneous a little bit, you know? But it's very clear. Like there's no doubting here. Like you're just like, it's again, because you've tapped into this divine wisdom, You are so certain. You like, it's like you just know. You've got like this deep spiritual guidance, like guiding you through all of this. Again, I think that's part of your galactic inheritance. You've accessed something here, fire signs. So I love this for you. What a great reading. Let me know how this resonated with you, if it makes sense, and if you have an idea of what this might be about. All right. Dots, hello. How is Ireland? Mind matters. Hello, Jenny P, Julie. Good to see you guys. Okay, where are we at? Earth signs. You guys are next. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you're new to just jumping in, please hit the like button if you haven't already. Put a little love on that button. And we are going to go into, last but not least, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what is in store for you. I'm feeling very happy, Julie. I have a lot of reasons to be happy right now. Okay. All right, what is in store for my earth signs for the first half of February? What do they need to know? What's going on? All right, what is the main theme of Earth Signs reading and what is the potential challenge? Let's jump into it. Oh, is there 31 watching? It's showing me only 20 right now. So my count must be off. All right, what is the main theme? All right. Oh, okay. And what is the potential challenge? Oh, I love this card. Not because of, well, yes, no, I love this card. Okay, Earth signs. The main theme of your reading is in the hand. The universe is your partner. So this is about collaboration work, something to let you know, like you are in mutual agreement with the universe, like you've been on the same page working together. This is what this is about, this particular reading. So something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? This is about feeling secure, taken care of. The universe is your partner. Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activating in your life right now. You are in good hands. Your work, your family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all you can, and so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing. Now, this is interesting considering what is your challenge, earth signs, because, well, I'll keep, because I might read them from the book. I want to say that it's very important for you to be in surrender mode right now, earth signs, to really trust the work you've done, trust that the universe, for lack of a better saying, has your back, but trust that you are in good hands. It brings me back, like when I read this, it really brings me back to my medicine journey where I found myself resting as a miniature me in my own womb space, and like resting in the waters of the womb, and seeing all these light language symbols, like of light, like coding, like just raining down on me and into like the womb waters. And I remember too, in my very first mushroom journey, how I was resting in the cosmic womb and how held I felt and how safe I felt. It's such a beautiful feeling. Like when you really do have that trust gets so infused into your reality. Like even if something could go wrong, something will happen like last minute to completely negate it. So, and I say that because your challenge is the perfect storm. All right. The courage to step into life. You are being presented with an opportunity or a moment in your life where everything is kind of saying, hey, you need to step into this, even if it's scaring the shit out of you. Let me just go, and it's number 44, which is one of my favorite numbers. An invitation to act now, the courage to step into life, sheltering from turbulence. So something might be coming up in the first half of February that really fucking scares you, but I think it also excites you deep down. But you're like, oh my God, can I like lean into this? Like, there's something about it that scares the crap out of you. Not because it's negative or bad, but because maybe it's so good, or maybe like you have to fully trust, like you have to surrender here. So when the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent time. The winds are picking up and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced. This is why you need to trust. You need to surrender. Okay. You need to be that pillar in the storm through understanding the universe is working with you. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around you, and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things that we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There may be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all of its terrifying greatness, the experiencing the fullness of life. You will succeed. So, oh my God, I have freaking full body chills. So I don't know what this is like. I'm a Taurus. So Taurus sun. So I'm like kind of excited. What was the message that I just received that I need to say? All I want to say is like, this is where you have to leap, even if you don't know if the net's going to catch you. Okay. And again, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. This is the message I was getting. If you are experiencing difficulty completely trusting or surrendering, letting go, really kind of allowing yourself to let go through what is the beginning of a major transformation, I highly suggest my meditation, the Winter's Long Night. Winter's Long Night. That might be really helpful for you. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of leave that there, because it said like embrace the rain, embrace the snow. And it is all about like, you are on the verge of a major like transformation in your life. Change is coming. And it's a very exciting time. So again, really like settling into the stillness of winter is really powerful. Okay, let's find out. What do we need to know about your past? Okay, we have the Five of Wands coming up. We have the King of Swords. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. What else? What do we need to know about the current energies? We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I love that that card just came in for you. What do we need to know about the current? Okay. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. Shadow work in reverse. Coming into the near future. What else do we need to know for my earth signs? The Hangman in reverse. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. Overall energy. Oh my. The Knight of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune underneath it. Change she a comin', but she blowing real hard and real fast. So, all right. So Knight of Wands in reverse. This is very like, usually this energy can be very kind of like non-committal. It can just be like hot and cold. It's kind of like, sometimes I'm in, sometimes I'm not. You cannot be this energy right now. Okay. This is all about to change. Like, this is the time to fully commit. You have to go in. And now sometimes also this energy can be very like, very spontaneous, very passionate. Like, you know, like, again, this can sometimes also be like moving forward very passionately without really thinking about anything, like just totally acting off of pure passion. Right. And it's so important because of what has been kind of coming up in your oracles is that, yes, you are on the cusp of a great change. The wheel is turning now. And I'm wondering, like, yeah, the Queen of Cups underneath it. So it's like, like I said, in the perfect storm, you don't want to hesitate. You don't want to like think this through. This is like something where you got to act, right? And this is the fastest acting night. With it being in reverse, it's hyper active, which sometimes isn't the best thing. In this scenario, I feel like it might be. So in the past, you have the Five of Wands, the King of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. So there was some sort of discord. There was some sort of conflict or drama. But I feel like it may have been resolved. It may have forced a conversation to happen with the King of Swords. There may have been like, okay, we need to, if this involved another person, this may have involved like, okay, we need to talk like strategy. We need to have a plan, like, you know, like outlining things, and done in a very mature way. Like the King of Swords is the most mature mental energy that we have, right? So really approaching this very clear-headed, very methodically, and very like intentionally too, right? Like this wasn't just a whim. Like this was very well thought out. And it was about bringing balance in with the Six of Pentacles. Like things need to be balanced. Things need to be reciprocal. Again, this doesn't necessarily have to be about someone else. This could also be about maybe like with the Five of Wands. Sometimes this can talk about like something you've been very conflicted about. And then you had to be like, all right, I need to get really serious about this, you know? Maybe it was serious about drama around you. Maybe it was serious about just the drama inside of you. But I see though that things kind of balanced out and I feel like they went in a good direction. Now, coming into the current energies of February, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. You are letting go of something. And I love this because this is like, it speaks to that nature of like, you need to find yourself in the eye, find yourself as close to the eye of storm as you possibly can. And so in order to do that, you're going to have to let go of control, right? Like you're going to have to like, it's like, no, you can't resist a lot of things. If change is happening around you, you're just going to have to go with it. You can't hold on to the things that you're so used to being secure with. It's like, got to let that go. Now with this Eight of Cups in reverse, it feels like there's going to be something that's going to come up that's going to challenge. At least it's feeling like it's going to challenge. It could be an opportunity, but it will present as a challenge first, around really choosing to leave behind an old life and prepare to enter a new. Something that is very aligned with what your soul wants. Okay, that you know has been calling on your soul. But in order to do that, there is something about your life that has to be let go of and can no longer be held on to. You can't take it with you. Okay, so I feel like something's going to be coming up around that where it does feel like there's a part of you that does want to hold on to a little bit of the past or something that maybe even feels secure, something that you know. But it feels very much like an opportunity, but it's going to first present as a little bit of a challenge to you. Again, everything is now changing. The Hierophant in reverse is letting you know, again, like this always speaks to me very much about taking an unconventional path, doing things in an unconventional way. Not in the way most people would expect you to, nor maybe how they want you to. Maybe this is about how you would even expect yourself to do it. But there is something here where I see something about this opportunity opening up it screams unconventional and at the same time exciting. There is something about it that feels very right. Okay, like something is turning here for you. Coming into the future, you have the Shadow Work card in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and then the Ten of Wands in reverse. It feels like everything that you've been working hard on is now going to be put behind you. It's like the shadow work, all the work that you've been putting in towards this, it's like, it's done, like, okay, you completed, like, this is what has all come up. Now, again, now that that's completed, you're entering into this storm that's also going to bring forth stuff that's going to be challenging you in a new way, right? But it's going to present you with an opportunity to see things in new ways as well. So you're kind of getting like, the Hangman in reverse is epiphany. It's aha. It's like, oh, wow. Like maybe didn't even imagine it to be this way. Might be even better. It's just putting all your burdens behind you, your Ten of Wands, the difficulty, the things you've carried that have slowed you down, that have burdened you. Okay. All of that is getting put behind you. It feels like all of the hard, tough energy that has been saddled on your back is now like lifted. And it's almost like there's some kind of, it feels like a spiritual, it feels like a spiritual breakthrough, but through like, also having to see things in a new way. I don't know if that makes sense. So let's go into the cards and clarify for this a little bit more. So Knight of Wands in reverse as your main energy. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit has come up in everyone's reading. Oh, look at that. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Wands. This feels like something that you have done a lot of internal exploration, okay? On with the Hermit in reverse, this is like it's time now, like all of the work that you've been doing internally is now like it's now revealing the benefit, the effects in your external reality. And with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is where something that has been out of balance in your life is now, it feels like, coming into balance, because you have the Six of Wands here that is saying success. You've achieved something. You're finally coming home to something. You're like, yes, like I finally made it. Like I did it. Right? So something where something has felt like it's been out of balance in your life, not maybe on the right balance scales, maybe like you've had difficulty receiving it. Well, it feels like you're receiving it now. It's coming. So what's this Five of Wands? Okay, you have the Page of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Swords. So look, with that in mind, it feels like maybe there was, if this involves like, okay, so the Page of Cups can talk about your dreams. It can talk about new love. It can talk about new stages of a relationship or love. With it being in reverse, it feels like there may have been like a block around that or a rejection of some sort, at least seemingly so. If it wasn't, at least seemed that way. And the Knight of Swords was like swift action. Like we need to whatever. And like, I don't know, it caused some kind of drama, chaos here. So I don't know if like maybe you felt like something was blocking a dream, or like you were disappointed about something here, about like what you had hoped for, but like you took swift action on this. We need to approach this conflict, whether it was just with you, internal conflict, or with another person or multiple people. What's this King of Swords? Because it does feel like there was a very mature approach, strategy, conversation, maybe even around this, a plan. We have the Temperance card. Yeah, it was patiently discussed. It was, very like slow, like looking like, again, like how do we find balance in this situation? And death. So something transformed here. Something definitely transformed. It went through kind of a death and rebirth as a result of this very mature approach. So what is the Six of Pentacles? So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So maybe there was finally balance of communication or balance of clarity, like no more confusion. Two of Wands coming up and talking about like the path forward, like really saying, hey, this is a fork in the roads, got to make a decision. And it feels like in the past, there may have not been as much clarity, but it does feel like there was a balance hit here. Like there was mutual reciprocity. You may have even received something here that maybe felt like it was blocked in the past. Like maybe you weren't receiving the communication that you wanted, now you are, or clarity. And it just felt like there was a plan for a specific path forward, possibly with you and another person, or this is about like a dream, a hope, a desire. Four of Pentacles in reverse as the current energies. Okay. Okay. Well, Four of Pentacles is all about letting go. Mm-hmm. And we have the Seven of Wands with the Lovers card coming up. Okay. So for those of you where this is a significant person in your life, it looks like you are releasing something that you've maybe been holding back on, and it's to fight for this relationship. For others of you, it may feel like it also might even be about surrendering any kind of resistance that has been there towards the relationship. Now, for those of you, maybe this is about a decision that you have to make that you've been resistant about making. Okay, like it's time to like choose, to make a choice. And maybe it's a choice that you've held back, or that you've, needed to, like, you've, again, like shown some resistance towards. It feels like you're going to be letting that resistance go in order to move forward with a certain decision. What is this 8 of Cups in reverse? Okay, one more. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Wands in reverse, the 8 of Cups, and the Strength card coming up on your 8 of Cups in reverse. Like I said, it feels like you're going to have to really look at something that you've been maybe holding on to in your life that has presented you with some sort of security, but it's also not part of your path forward, and it's not. But there's something about letting it go that you're like, oh, I don't want, like, there's like, you've gotten comfortable with it, or you've enjoyed it, or I don't know, like there's something about it, right? But this new pathway, this new beginning, this new adventure, the turning of the wheel here, the perfect storm trying to take you to exactly where you're meant to go. Okay, that you have to trust the universe is now like saying, all right, it's time for delivery, but buckle in, because this is going to maybe be a whirlwind for you. It's cool because you have this, it's saying like you're going to release that conflict of whatever it is that you have around letting this go, and you're going to let go, and you're going to have the courage to step forward, right? You are going to have the courage to step forward. It is going to take a little strength on your part, right? Like, it's like, okay, like really kind of, there's something about this that's like, this is a big deal for you. It's a big deal, Earth signs. So what's this Hierophant? The 8 of Swords. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands. All right. This is a very unconventional path, maybe for you, not something you're used to, okay? But it's presenting itself to you, and it does feel like you're meant to embrace it. So it does feel like you're going to get a little all up in your head about it, okay? Earth signs, you're going to maybe feel like, am I trapping myself? Am I going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to feel stuck? But like with the Ace of Coins here in reverse, this is a new beginning, that it's a new opportunity around like putting in new security, new stability. Perhaps this is about anything tangible, okay? Like your money, your resources, home, job. It's a new way of engaging resources or money or stability in a way that, look, Queen of Wands, this is what you've wanted. It is what you've wanted, Earth signs. But now that it's here, you're like, holy shit, I've been wanting this. I've been preparing this, but now I also got to let go of my security life that I've been so accustomed to. There's something about your life that you've been very accustomed to that you're now going to have to like let go of. And it's going to feel like when you go and make this decision, it's going to feel a little bit like a whirlwind. Okay. Like I really get that sense here, but all I'm going to say is you got to trust. Don't, like it said, don't, like this card says, do not let your beliefs and your thoughts get in your way. And you're gonna encounter that. You're gonna have to stop that. Okay. Coming into the shadow work in reverse. Oh my God, look, the Hangman in reverse again. Major like aha moment, epiphany, 6 of Cups. So this could be about children. This could be about a soulmate. This could be just even about something that feels very past life, or for some of you, this could be very like something you feel very connected to through past lives. This also could be something that is just like so nostalgic, like it's almost like a childhood dream of yours. Okay, like something that you, even as like a kid, like a young boy or girl, maybe like even teenager, that you've wanted. And it's like it's being released to you. Like it's no longer on pause. Like it's moving. Something's like opening it up. Energy is flowing. It's also like I'm being very, very pulled towards this idea of the lotus flower, right? Where the roots below are in the mud. And you were in the mud because you got the shadow work card here, right? You did all of the mud work and now you get the lotus. Okay, so you are in lotus phase, earth signs. You are receiving your lotus. What's the hangman? What's the hangman? You have the 9 of coins in reverse. Interesting. Let me see what else is coming up. For this, if this is you and someone else, this is about you coming together. So instead of maybe being single, now if you are single, you are now coming together as a couple. It doesn't necessarily does not have to be romantic. This could be about a partnership in some way where it was separate and now it's an agreement of 2 people. Being successful, not on your own, but with others. Tell me more about this hangman in reverse. The 4 of Cups in reverse. This is bringing you into a place where you're like, yeah, I'm ready to embrace this because, you know, where you've been working from is from a place of, I'm not exactly happy with the situation I'm in. I know what I want. And you're finally like getting it. Like, you know, you're like, okay, it's presenting itself now to me. I need to embrace this. This is what I've been working hard for. And then with the 10 of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Coins in reverse. So like it's this long cycle ending and healing of, you know, like things maybe like laying weak foundations that don't really support you in the long run or last long. Working with others only to have it fall apart, you know, whether this is in creative projects, whether this is in relationships, dating, maybe this is even your friendships. Okay, the 3 of Coins can definitely be friendships. And you have the Devil in reverse on your 10 of Wands. This is something that has bonded you. This is something that has like held you down and you are free. You are finally free. It feels like this major thing that you have finally like broken free of. That is like, it's the end. Like you're coming to the end of a very difficult cycle, Earth signs. Let me just get one more card on here on this 10 of Wands. 10 of Coins. This is long term. See, this is what I'm saying. This is the end of things like only lasting a short term. This is the end of things that only kind of get a little bit of momentum and then it dies. This is the long haul. This is the thing you're ready to commit to and is ready to commit to you. Whatever this is, like this is something that is long term. This is something that is a good investment. This is something that's going to bless you with abundance, whether it's financially, whether it's with security, whether it's with home, whether it's with health, relationship, whatever it might be, anything that's really tangible, material, like world, you are getting blessed. It's coming. You're just going to have to be ready for a ride, Earth signs. So, oh, look at that. 2 of Cups underneath there. Love that. So, Earth signs. Everyone's reading was amazing today. That's what I'm talking about. This Pisces North Node Venus Neptune collision that's happening this coming week. I freaking love it. Like, embrace the divine, embrace love, embrace your spiritual journey, embrace what you don't know, connect to like your own healing. Miracles can really happen. Like, they have like the strong high potential for success and for manifestation, that are in alignment with what's fated for you. We're talking fated events next week, guys. So love it so much. I'm going to try. I know I didn't get a podcast out this week. I'm going to maybe be explaining why, in a little bit. And I don't know if I'm going to have a podcast for you guys next week. I have a bunch lined up for February and into March, but, maybe I should do a podcast on why, but I don't want to do that just yet. So I'm going to see. I might be putting something out. Of course, I'll be up in the mountains when it does come out, so I may not be able to be online when it comes out, because I'll be off the grid. So just keep that in mind. But who knows? Who knows what is going to come up? I kind of like, I'm in this really like going with the flow kind of state. And I'm really loving it because it's so not my normal like energy. And I don't know, ever since Christmas, it's just been this like, you know what? Let it go and let it flow. That's my mantra these days. Let it go, let it flow. So anyways, I love you guys. Again, if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. Drop a little heart emoji in the comments, or a snowflake, or I don't know what, like champagne glasses. I don't know, whatever you want to do, drop it in the comments below, just to support my channel. And again, if you would like access to the Future Self Formula, I've left the link below. The retreat, if you want to come, get on that, jump on that right now. And also, don't miss yesterday's video. If you missed it, so many of you loved it. It's good. It's got some good nuggets in it. I was actually surprised with how much you guys loved it. Like, really, really, that's amazing. I love that. So if you did miss it, don't forget, put that in your watch list. Okay. If you can't watch it right now. I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. And thank you, Kayla. Thank you so much for being here, in the live chat. Everyone send Kayla a little love. And hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. Stephanie and Stephanie, two Stephanies. So good to see you both. And I'll see you guys really soon.